As for why Jay-Z would step in now, Jaguar believes it comes down to self-preservation. She says Jay-Z has always been more focused on protecting the image than confronting the damage. And when someone close to you is about to fall, you either let them take you down with them or you create distance fast.
Why Jay-Z is doing this to Diddy now? Is it to keep his name out the
crab? He can't stand being himself, not for 1 minute. That's why he likes assuming other people's lives. He wears them until he outgrows them, and then he finds another persona. He crawls into that. I wish somebody would just take him back to Marcy for a visit and drop him off. That would be an interesting homecoming and homegoing. He's the shame of Brooklyn.
7. In her eyes, Jay-Z isn't defending Diddy out of friendship. He's defending the system they both benefited from. Because once one pillar collapses, people start looking at the others. But what really caught people off guard was Jaguar Wright's take on the whole situation. In her view, Diddy isn't the mastermind everyone is pointing at. She believes he may actually be a pawn, someone being used by people with much bigger power and much bigger motives. She talks about how people who spent time around him used to describe the same strange energy. They'd walk into his house, and instead of a normal welcome, he'd ask them, "How does it feel? You made it." Just being near him was treated like a moment you were supposed to be grateful for. But then there were the things he said about himself. Jaguar points out that he didn't just see himself as successful. He spoke as if he were on a higher level altogether.
By just being around him. But then again, when you listen to some of the way that he was referring to himself, like talking about he can only compare himself to the Son of God, and oh, you know, it's been so long. So I forgot how to get to my tone, and I've been rapping so long and listening to myself that I forgot how to be myself. And it's like watching, you know, I don't want y'all sitting here looking like watching Jesus walk on water. Learning how to walk on water, like.
Yeah, no. Even the fact that he told everyone y'all are rock stars, y'all are hot. I'm the level of hot. So he's saying, don't ever think you're bigger than me when I'm in the room. I'm like, just that thought process is.
No, just not even that. He was like, y'all hot and I'm lukewarm. Y'all not gonna, don't think I'm gonna sit here and let y'all be hot while I'm lukewarm. That's what he said. So basically what he was saying is y'all not doing enough to turn me up. Don't think that I'm gonna let y'all look good and y'all don't work harder at making me look good. But he's referring to himself as God? As the Son of God? Like, I don't know what people want to believe. I don't know why people want to believe what they believe. It's wild to me. It's just kind of crazy to me. I mean, they did what they needed to do in this documentary. The whole objective of this documentary was to blame it all on Diddy. The devil made me do it. Blame it all on Diddy. And the rest of the industry is nothing like this. Like when Curtis Jackson sat there in his interview with Robin and sat there and said, you know, I did this because I don't want people thinking that the hip hop community is okay with this kind of behavior. You know, I don't want them thinking that, you know, we're just going to be silent while all of this is going on. Like, we're okay with this kind of behavior. And my thing is huh?
That's where her frustration really shows. If this behavior was so unacceptable, why did so many people know about it for years? Why did it only become a problem once cameras were rolling and lawsuits appeared? Then Jaguar brings up something most people skipped over entirely: the symbols. She noticed the pyramid imagery, the same hand signs, and the same visuals that keep popping up across powerful music circles. She found it strange that the same symbols showed up not just on artists but even on people covering the story outside the courthouse. To her, that's where the bigger picture starts to form.
You want to know the one thing that I'm finding also very interesting that nobody's paying attention to? the presence of that pyramid, that the same thing that the Rock Nation likes to put up, the same hand symbol that the sororities and the fraternities like to use. I'm not going to emulate it because you know exactly what it looks like.
Yep.
The pyramid sign that Diddy was wearing that around his neck. You wanna know what I found funny? That there were a bunch of YouTubers that were at that courthouse that were wearing that same, it was a much smaller version, but that same symbol.
Yeah.
I think, and that's the part of this story that makes it possible for people, I think, to graze over the reality of all that's going on. If you just look at it from the salacious celebrity stuff, from pop culture media, so-called this new media, and I'm really not liking that term, this new media, because what it really sounds like is the name of a gang. Like, the media is media. Because I'm looking at the people that are falling under it, and they're all the same people that are involved with, creating these propaganda campaigns. But that's exactly what Diddy was saying at the beginning of the documentary. We need somebody that is proficient, or fluent in being able to spin propaganda and narratives. We need social media. I guess that new media, is that what that is? Like, it's if you only look at it from the face value aspect of it, that's one thing. But if you look to the spiritual side of it, it's completely different. It unveils a much deeper agenda.
Right. And this is where a much bigger question starts to hang in the air. What if all those recordings weren't just random moments? What if they were kept as leverage? It turns out that's exactly the case. Gene Deal says the silence of the biggest names in America speaks louder than any statement ever could. These aren't random people. These are celebrities, executives, public figures, people with money, brands, and reputations to protect. And according to Gon, that's exactly why they're quiet.
It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know did nobody in America like that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies, they're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking, and they're not gonna be talking in his face. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught spilling a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician.
That, Gene argues, is how leverage is built. He points out that even people who once appeared close to Diddy have stayed quiet. Not because they don't know anything, but because they know too much.
When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form of fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bro. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you got to take your clothes off. He said that himself, bro. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bro, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody.
That Gene argues is how leverage is built. He points out that even people who once appeared close to Diddy have stayed quiet, not because they don't know anything, but because they know too much.
Did the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Miami do it? No, they didn't. Did California do it? No, they did not. The Southern District of New York, they took it upon themselves and put on that raid and everything based on the information they found in Cassie lawsuit and the information they found in Little Rob lawsuit. But all this is bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy, bro. Cause you know who else they was doing investigation on during that whole time period? It was the mayor and the politicians in New York City. They turned around and give him the key to the city. All the mayor people that he brought on here in New York City are all resigning. They all resigning. People ain't gonna tie this together, but if you look at it, you have to say, because of Mayor Adams and his relationship with Diddy, it brought on the Southern District of New York to start investigating Diddy on civil lawsuits that was put against him. Because the feds is going after all these politicians in New York City.
And in the end, Gene says all of it leads back to the same conclusion. Those recordings, whatever they contain, are the real threat. They don't just tell one story. They connect many people to one place, one system, and one source of control. Gene Deal raises another uncomfortable point. These gatherings weren't always hosted directly by Diddy himself. Some were allegedly organized by people close to him, including family members, and they could go on for long periods of time. That matters because it shifts responsibility and expands the scope of who may be involved. Well, who else do you think could come down should these recordings ever come out? Let us know in the comments below.